It's You Talk, baby.
You Talk family, what go on? This your boy D. I wanted to come on and tell you guys thank you to everyone, my whole entire You Talk family that's been supporting me since I started doing this back in 2020. Thank you guys so much. I love you. I appreciate you guys. And a big thank you to everyone that is signed up with your You Talk memberships. Thank you very much. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys so much. I also wanted to say thank you and shout out to our super producer, the man himself, Mr. King Judge, KJ Production, Mr. Marquise Judge. Thank you, brother. I appreciate everything you do. I love you, brother. You already know. Also, a big thank you and shout out to our super co-host, Mr. Larry Frank Jr. You Talk family, I know y'all appreciate him, and I do as well. Shout out to Mr. Larry Frank Jr. Thank you for all that you do, brother. I love you. Let's get into it, man. Let me tell you about these 3 different memberships that we got going on at You Talk. The first membership is the You Talk Club. And with that membership, you will receive different loyalty badges for every month that you are a member of the You Talk family. The second membership is the You Talk VIP. And with that membership, you will receive 10% off any You Talk branded merchandise or apparel. And you will get different photos and videos whenever we're out and about. We'll be sending you different stuff. And the third membership is the You Talk Box. And with that membership, you will receive exclusive content when we're doing special interviews with special guests. You will all have access to those interviews, and you will get 15% off any You Talk branded merchandise or apparel. So those are your 3 memberships. Pick one of the 3, and if you don't, it's still all good. It's all love over here at You Talk, but everybody that's got their memberships, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much, like I said. So, like I said before, thank you. We love you guys. Thanks for supporting the movement. Everybody stay safe, take care. And y'all know how we start every video and every show that we do. And y'all know how we end every video and every show that we do. It ain't no us without you, baby. And I'm out. We love you guys. Take care. It's You Talk.
It's You Talk, baby.
Yeah, I want to show some love, give some support to my boy Devin, founder of You Talk Nation. Continuous success, brother. And all I got to say is, it ain't no me without you, baby.
It ain't no me without you, baby.
It ain't no me without you, baby.
Yeah, You Talk is the people show. Look, You Talk, let the people know. Look, yeah. This is hurricane season. Only legends come up out there, you like Chris and Teigen. Name a letter better, W, that's what we preaching. Hurricane force winds whenever we breezing. Got rings for a reason. Look, we treat a gator like the swamp people, and Seminoles like the block people. And for my dogs, I will drive people. Just being frank, I got they flank like a cornerback. And I ain't even much a Florida cat, but hurricanes, I know more of that than most. Cause I seen them turn our houses into boats. That's that real talk, baby. I hope you was taking notes. That's the real talk, baby. Yellow Nation, coast to coast. Is that You Talk? Yeah.
It's You Talk, baby.
Yeah.
It's You Talk, baby.
#1 podcast.
It's that You Talk. You heard me? Veteran in this game, bringing pain to all these amateurs. Been winning for too long, so they had to change the parameters. Any competition,
It's You Talk, baby.
like janitors with using the air without the need for nasal cannulas. Looking to the stands, I'll be laying for the cameras. Big wins every single week, that's stamina. No program in your conference is weak. It get hot in Coral Gables, we gon' run that AC. Player hate me all you want, but the people know we gon' keep it going off the love that all the people know. This is You Talk, yeah, the people show. Coming to you live with Frank and Devin. Go on, tell them what they need to know. This is You Talk, yeah, the people show. Look, we gon' tell you
It's You Talk, baby.
we gon' tell you what you need to know. Hey, it's the people show.
Yo, 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 yo. You Talk family, You Talk family. What go on? What go on? This your boy D. And of course, I got my guy, Mr. Larry Frank Jr. in the building as always, man. Shout out to my brother, man, Mr. Larry Frank Jr., man. It's a Friday night. We ain't seen you guys, I think, in 2 weeks, but nothing don't change. Y'all know how we start every show. It ain't no us. Without you, baby. Utah Nation, K Nation, what's going on? Shout out to our player partner, man, our super producer, the man himself, Mr. King Judge. Production in the building. Shout out to King Judge. What's going on, King Judge? How you doing, brother? He's always in the building. Man, shout out to man Canes Raw. Canes Raw was in the building. Shout out to Canes Raw. Shout out to Troy Woodard. What up, cuz? What going on? Lakeland, Florida in the building. Shout out to Troy Woodard, man. And shout out to Jesus McNeil. What's going on, Jesus? What it do? Listen, man, Larry Frank Jr., it's been a while, man, since we've been on. Like I told you guys, we'll start coming back every 2 weeks. Spring practice has been going on. We're going to talk about that tonight. And the question that we're asking tonight is, which side of the ball is going to be the vocal point? Who's going to be the unit that's got to carry the team this year? Hopefully it's balanced. But we're going to talk about it tonight, man, and we're going to give you the opportunity to call up. And Jay Book, what's up, man? Oh, Derek Offer Onk is in the house, man. In the house. Derek Offer, what's going on? Shout out to Onk.
The fish
Jay
man.
Dirty, Sherry Lewis. Yes, they're in the building. Come on in, man. Jay Dirty, what up? Jay Dirty in the building, man. Shout out to Chris Kane, our brother is in the building. Chris Kane, what it do? And we're gonna talk about it. But before we get started, and I'm gonna give Larry Frank a chance to come in here and introduce, man, and say his things for the night, man. And I gotta give a shout out, man, to our brother, man. I went down to his shop last week, man. The Cool Culture. LJ, a.k.a. Groovy Lou Jr. LJ, big thing. This is his brand, man. I'm going to rep it. That's our brother, man. He show up to everything that we do. I'm going to support him to the fullest. He didn't even know I was coming down to the shop last week. Larry Frank, I just popped up on him. LJ has some nice stuff down in the shop, man. You guys, man, when you get a chance, if you're ever in the A, if you are in Atlanta, Model 404. It's down on Peachtree Street. I don't know the exact address, but you can check LJ out. Go over to his Instagram page. It is Groovy Lou Jr. Groovy Lou Jr. Check his website out. They got some nice stuff in the shop, man. I went shopping, had a good time down there. Me and him chopped it up, of course, about Canes football. We talked a lot about that. But Larry Frank, man, how you doing tonight, brother? Let's get into it. Jamal Davis, what up?
I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed, man. I got no complaints, man. Listen, I just want to shout out, man. It was a great week this week, man. Lord bless me to celebrate a birthday. And once again, shouting you out. Because here's the thing. I think a lot of stuff came to light this week because in a 7-day period, we celebrated your birthday last Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Joseph Bernard's birthday, I believe, last Thursday or Friday. Friday. I'm sorry, JB, for not remembering. DJ's
I think it was
birthday,
Friday. I could be wrong.
It was either or, but it was Thursday or Friday. DJ's birthday, March 1st, which was the Saturday, and my birthday, which was Tuesday the 4th. So that explains why all of us is crazy like we is, man. We all just a bunch of Pisces brothers, you know. So, man, I'm just had a great week this week, man. Great week. Me and the wife got away for a couple of days because we had Mardi Gras down here, so we was off. It's not a national holiday, but it's a Louisiana holiday, so we was able to get away. And I'm kind of glad it got appreciated, Jesus. I'm kind of glad because it got wild in New Orleans from what I saw. So I was glad to be.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, we had bad weather roll through, and them people were still out there catching beads and parades and stuff like that in the doggone rain and gusty winds and all of that stuff.
Right.
It was wild, but man, happy birthday to all of us and everybody celebrating the birthday coming up. Hey, shout yourself out if we don't know, but happy birthday to y'all as well.
Yes, definitely, man. And because I didn't get an opportunity to tell you happy birthday, because we hadn't had a show in a while, man. So I hope you enjoyed your day.
You did.
Happy birthday, man.
Listen. You did get an opportunity to tell me, because can we?
Hey, Hey, me and JB said, I said, man, hey, the way you was in the mouth, I said, man, that joker not sleep, bro. I said, man, we got to get him and call him and wake him up, man, and mess with him a little bit, bro.
Hey,
oh, man, it was crazy, bro. We was dying laughing after we hung up with you.
I'm gonna make because I was just waking up, so I was like still half sleepy, and I'm like, am I dreaming? But to make it even better, after I got off the phone with you, not even 3 minutes later, my daughter calls my grandson. He up there, happy birthday, Papa. Like, you know, so it was just a great birthday, man. I just can't complain, bro. I appreciate all of y'all.
Most definitely, man. Canes Raw, whenever you want it. Whenever you want it. Rico skill tester. That's what it is on Madden, man. So you say you probably ain't ready yet, though, Canes Raw. I'm gonna give you 2 weeks. I don't think you're ready yet. I ain't gonna dive on you like that. I don't like being a bully, Canes Raw. I want you to practice a little bit because I don't want you crying when I jump on your ass now. So go on and get you a couple weeks of practice and then come back the next show. The next show, you should be ready now. You know what I'm saying? I understand? Like, you know, some of these cats can't roll. They can sit there and play all day. We got jobs. We got to work. But I still want to give you time. 2 weeks should be good. You know what I'm saying, Larry Frank? For him to get in the driver's seat and him to be ready. Am I right, Larry Frank?
Either that or download the cheat codes he be using. But one way or the other, you know, he do what he do.
Oh, he been cheating on you, Larry Frank?
Oh, man, that joke I be downloading cheat codes, man. I ain't playing that joke anymore. Downloading cheat codes, man.
And Karen Rowe, you and Larry Frank say you cheat, man. You were telling me, you sending me all that stuff in messages, man, talking about you been diving on Frank sending scolds and stuff like that, man. Shout out to Canes Rowe, man. So that Canes Rowe, man. And we got to have a special guest tonight. He's going to be coming on, man. He's really not a special guest. You're going to be seeing a lot of him, man. This is our brother from day one, man. Shout out to AO, man, from the Miami Mayhem Show, man. He's going to be over here with a lot with us now, man. So I'm going to let Larry Frank tell y'all a little bit about that as well, man. So AO is going to come on tonight with us, man, and he's going to chop it up, man. And we're going to talk a little bit of Canes football like we do over here, man, on a Friday night, man. So Larry Frank, just tell them, man, about what we about to start doing with AO, man. Our day one brother, man. Talk to him.
Well, you know what, man? AO, as you alluded to, is a day one, man. And I know, y'all watch him on the Miami Flow Show and the Miami Flow Network. They have the Miami Mayhem Show and all of that. And, I reached out to AO and I said, you know what, man? You know, you've been a day one for a long time. And he's always bringing good stuff. So AO is going to be a part of Team U-Talk as well. He's going to, be all over, giving his talents all over. So AO will be doing a post-Canes wrap-up show. Now, we're still going to have our post-game wrap-up that we normally do, the recap. But AO is going to be doing like a recap like right after the game or maybe like the day after, depending on his schedule and all of that. But it's going to be more of a post-game direct wrap-up show. So y'all don't have to wait until that Monday night, when we come on, and from time to time, AO will do his thing. D will probably get in there with him from time to time as time permits.
You'll
Same
see
thing
us more,
with me.
right.
You'll see us.
Yeah.
I'll get in there with him for the post game from time to time. But more or less, AO is going to be there, and also from time to time, AO is also going to be the third member of a lot of the Miami stuff that we do. With our recap and our hype show. So he's just becoming a part of the team, and we're glad to have him, man. And I think y'all gonna enjoy AO, man. He keeps it a buck and keeps it 100 24/7.
And that's why he's with us, because you already know we wouldn't have it no other way. And if you've been here from day one, he ain't no different from any other U-Talk family, man. That's family. That's our brother from another mother, man. So definitely looking forward to getting him on, man. But yeah, man. And before I forget, man, also, man, let's shout out, man, the big bro, man. Shout out to my guy, man, Melvin Brad, man. Shout out to Nico, man, his son, Nico Brad, man. He received his national ranking, man, as the 84th ranked player in the nation in the 2026 class. 26. So let's give him a round. Yeah, let's give him a round of applause, man. Shout out to Nico, man. Nico, keep doing your thing. Nico, a big boy too, man. Nico is a big boy, man. So Nico doing things, man. He doing big things here in Atlanta, man. He goes to Milton High School, man, which is about 40 minutes from here. It's out by Alpharetta, man. Shout out to Nico, man. He's over there where your boy was going to high school at the freshman quarterback, who we got, Luke Nickel. That's over there in his area where he was going to high school at. So shout out to Nico. But without any further ado, man, we got somebody in the background, man. I mean, Y'all already know who it is. We just told y'all who it is. He look like he ready too, boy. I see it in his face.
Yeah, he
Look
ready.
at his eyes, Larry Frank.
Boy.
He look like he ready to come up in here too, man. So you talk family, man. Let's give it up to the one and only, man, from the Miami Mayhem Show, man. Our day one brother, man. Y'all already know who it is, man. Y'all know how I do the promos, man. What DMX say, Larry Frank? Hey! He's in the building, man. So that's our brother, man. Y'all already know, man. Hey,
how's it going, guys?
What's good?
What's up, my guy?
Hey, man, life hits you fast. That's all I know how to tell y'all about my day is. So, got a lot going on, but hey, it's good to have a lot going on than nothing going on. So at the end of the day, just feel blessed and ready to kick with you guys, man. So let's get this thing started.
Absolutely.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it, man. And we just told everybody, man. We just gave them a little briefing, man, about you coming on with the team and doing your thing, man. And we love you, man. You've been with us since day one, man. And everybody's looking forward to having you over here, man. So welcome, brother. I shouldn't have to say welcome because you've been there since day one, but we're gonna still say welcome. We love you.
Absolutely.
And we're looking forward to having you over here, man. So let's go, man. The topic tonight, Larry Frank, AO, man, is which unit is going to have to carry the team this year. And like I was just telling Larry Frank, AO, hopefully it's balanced. But we're gonna open the lines up. We're gonna talk about it. And I want to get you and Larry Frank's opinion. And I want to know which side is it, and whichever side you pick, man. Just tell me why you think it's going to be that side of the ball, man. So we can go Larry Frank, and we'll go AO, and I'll go last, man.
All right. Well, bear with me because I've been thinking about this long and hard, so I had to jot some notes down. So I'm about to take y'all to school right quick. Kind of old school Larry's you take like I used to do. But believe it or not, I'm going to roll with the defense. I feel like the defense is going to be what's going to hold this team together and what's going to give this team multiple opportunities to win. And I'll tell you why. First of all, on the front line, you lost 3 guys. Now, keep in mind, Miami's sack totals last year, they ranked 18th nationally in sacks with 18.5 sacks. Responsible for those 18.5 sacks, you had 5.5 coming from Tyler Barron, which remember, 3 of those sacks came in the first month of the season, and he kind of fell off after that. You had 5.5 that came from Simeon Barrow. He's gone. And you also had 2 that came from Elijah Alston. He transferred out. Returning sacks, you got a combined total of 9 from Ruben Bain and Akeem Mesidor. Now, the reason why I feel like the defense is going to really be the building block and the cornerstone of this team this year is because you got Mesidor and Bain coming back, obviously. But at the same time, you just bringing in David Blake from Louisiana Tech, who I think he's going to pretty much take over for Tyler Barron. He's going to kind of fill in for what Tyler Barron was. And also, I'm looking for either Justin Scott or Moten to get that other spot. Now, here's the thing about it. Personally, I think Justin Scott is poised to really take that next leap up. But as we know, Mario got that loyalty thing going on. So I'm not going to even, be a Debbie Downer with that thing. But if Moten gets it, you know why. But I like to see Justin Scott get it. Linebacker spot on the weak side. Obviously, I think this is Wes's team. This is Wesley Bissaint's opportunity to be the leader of the defense. He took a lot of big strides last year, and I think this is his opportunity. He's a senior this year. Obviously, he's got Pruitt probably going to back him up, but Wes, this is his opportunity. Kiko's gone. I think he learned a lot of leadership because one thing about Kiko wasn't really all that good or all that great per se, but as far as a defensive leader, Kiko Maui Noah was that dude. He really led that defense last year. In the last couple of years, he was a standout guy from the leadership side. And I think Wes is going to fill those leadership shoes and add to it his playing abilities as well. Middle linebacker, obviously, you got to go with Popo. Popo is a no-brainer there, But you got Jalen Alderman who's going to be backing up Popo. Now he's a senior, so we'll see how that turns out. But I think Popo and Wes, it's going to be really something nice in the middle. Now let's get to the side of the ball that everybody has got PTSD about when it comes down to this doggone defense from last year, and that is the secondary. Now, what do we have? Projected starter at the nickel should be Damari Brown. Should be Damari Brown. Remember, he was hurt last year, but ought to be healthy, ought to be coming back. And I'm going to throw something with all of these guys I'm about to name after the fact. So you'll have Damari Brown coming in. Of course, his backup will probably be Jadaius Richard. Jadaius Richard played most of the season last year in the wake of Damari's injury, his absence. So heaven forbid if Damari gets hurt again, Richard will fill in. You do have that experience there. I am concerned, but on the other hand, I'm not concerned because I do feel you got better coaching on the defensive side of the ball, and I'll get to that in a second as well. But rounding out the players in the secondary, obviously, O.J. Frederick, I think, had the biggest impact last year in the secondary. He played pretty much all season. He played solid all season. He had some freshman mistakes towards the end of the season, but that was to be expected. I mean, I think O.J. Frederick had more good that he showed than he did bad. So that's why I have a lot of confidence in O.J. Brantley, I'm going to say this, Jesus. Brantley is going to be competing for that other corner spot, more than likely with Xavier from Wisconsin. We got to see how that turns out because Xavier is, listen, he's got a lot of upside coming in there. He's young. He's a sophomore. Brantley, that's going to kind of be a 1-2 thing. I guess that's going to be may the best man win between spring and summer. That's a battle to keep your eyes on. And obviously, let's get to the safety position. Devin's favorite safety, Zaquan Patterson, who D was calling for him every show last year. Zaquan should be able to get his burn right now. Zaquan is going to be backed up by Dylan Day, most likely. And then you got Zachariah Poyser coming in from Jacksonville State. Got a lot of honors on that FCS level, a lot of upside, made a lot of plays. He should be backed up by Markeith Williams, who's been with the program for a couple of years. So here's the kicker about it. If all of these guys that we have here that I just named that I think are going to be the starters, guess what? All these guys are sophomores. They're sophomores or redshirt sophomores. They are young, and they'll have eligibility. So if they can come out next season, and you don't even have to dominate, just be solid. And if you compare what we saw last year, these guys can't be any worse than last year, right, Larry Frank? They cannot be any worse than last year. They cannot be any worse than last year. But you got the opportunity for these guys if they can come in here and play as a solid unit, especially if you can get, a lot of pressure from the front. And that's the thing. You didn't get a lot of pressure from the front line. The front line didn't play bad last year, but they didn't play to the best of their ability. I expect between the hiring of Damian Lewis, along with Jason Taylor, coaching that defensive line together, I expect that front line to really do some damage and wreak some havoc as we expect them to do so. I believe Corey Heatherman, our defensive coordinator, is the linebackers coach. I think he's going to coach the linebackers, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see how that turns out. But like I said, I think you got some talent there. And rounding out the coaching staff on defense, you got Zach Etheridge, who, let's be real, Zach Etheridge, lots of upside. Zach Etheridge is probably going to be a defensive coordinator down the line. He's that good. He's that good. He is. He's somebody to look at. And another thing, he develops players. He gets them into the league. He had 4 of his players go pro that he's coached in the last couple of years. And also, you got Will Rogers. Hey, it's got to be something about Will Rogers because Florida fans were pissed off and hurt because he left. And it wasn't because he was just coming to Miami. It's because he's a damn good recruiter, and that's another recruiting weapon that Mario is going to add to the staff. And rounding out the defensive staff, we're going to go with the new defensive coordinator, Corey Heatherman. I don't know much about him. None of us do. You look at what he did. He had nationally ranked defensive numbers at the University of Minnesota last year. So you got to give him the benefit of the doubt there. Keep in mind, Big Ten doesn't throw as much as in the ACC, but you still had a nationally ranked defense. But keep this in mind. Final point, and I'll toss it to AO. He's not Lance Guidry. I think you could put a whistle and a cap on a flea, and you would get a step up in coaching from Lance Guidry. So I'm gonna put the benefit of the doubt in Corey Heatherman's hands, and I think that you got better coaching, and that's why, let's just say, going back to what I said about if Damari gets hurt, Jadaius Richard gets in there. We know Jadaius Richard got burned a lot last year when he was in there, but how much of that was him versus his coaching and development? So at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, if you got guys that are coaching these guys that can teach, yeah, Flea, I'm serious. If you got guys coaching these guys that can teach and develop, then I'm
Yes.
feeling a lot better, especially now with the young secondary players that we got. These guys actually got ability, I would think. Now you put capable coaching, I think you see a turnaround. So I'm going to roll with the defense. That's where I'm going.
Mm-hmm. Your thing, Ego. Your thing. Let's hear it.
Well, thanks everybody. Good night. Because that's pretty much all that need to be said. I mean, what else could you want? I mean, that you nailed it. Like there is really nothing else. I think the only thing for position, right, that's going to impact the team, both sides of the ball. You kind of hit it. I kind of want to make sure we jump on it too. Is the team had success? They tasted it. You ever taste success and then you fall? It makes you hungrier, more dangerous. Doesn't matter no more what your grade is. You're a sophomore, who gives a shit? If you want to be on the field, you're going to make your way onto that field because you saw the people ahead of you and you're like, no, that's mine. And then if you're the older guys who've been like, whoa, 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 you're not coming back. You're not going to take this from me. I've been waiting my turn. I'm now ready. You're going to have to claw and scrape your way. All these guys behind me fought. They fought for their time on the field. And then they made every effort to stay on the field because every one of them had guys behind them that could have easily took their spot. If you want to be the best, you'll compete against the best, and you'll do it not just at a game. You're going to do it on Green Tree. You're going to do it every week. Like you guys kind of mentioned, whoever Mario rolls out, that's who beat out everybody else daily. If they're being coached to do something else on game day to do something wrong, that's coaching. Like you kind of mentioned with the new DC. Yes, I understand that the offense that he's going to see now in the ACC is a little different, but Big Ten defenses ain't soft. And he played against a lot of better offenses with a weak ass defense that talent wise wasn't anywhere up to what we have. But they didn't play soft in any game. You watch them come out, they were 2 stars, 1 star, no star, and they're just sitting there like, line up. And that's what we need. We don't need 4 and 5 stars. We need guys that are hungry, that are actually willing to do whatever it takes to stay on that damn field. You've had 4 stars this past 25 years. How many times we've had those conversations of, why didn't this guy pan out? Why did this guy have to transfer somewhere else? This guy should have, could have, and would have. We've had it. We've had the talent in Miami. We've done whatever it took. We need guys that are actually hungry, that want to get to the NFL and get to those next steps. I don't need a 4-year guy who's like just making his roll through Miami, picking up bitches, and then saying, well, it's been fun. Now I'm going to go join the workforce. I want guys that are going to continue to strive to get to the NFL and say, you're not taking this from me. I'm going to make sure that I'm leaving here a legend. That's it.
Definitely. I'm going to be quick, man. The defense, of course, man. Like AO and Larry Frank said, I mean, I think it has to do everything with coaching. Love, Peace, and Happiness said the same thing. The pressure is on Mario. I've been saying this. Like you say, everybody wanted to give him another year, but the pressure is on Mario this year. There's no excuses. I mean, how many top recruiting classes has he had the last, going into his 4th year since he's been here? He's killed the transfer portal. There's talent on the team. No more excuses. You got the coaching now as well. It's the defense. So, I'm big on my guy, Zaquan Patterson, but Zaquan Patterson at the end, he took a lot of, he missed a lot of tackles going in to the end of last season. Hopefully he got that cleaned up. But I hear a lot of people talking about Dylan Day, who's I think is like a 4.2, 4.3. He's going to compete as well. Like AO say, you want guys that want to compete and want to be on the field. You got the talent. Let's utilize it. We have the coaches. Let's utilize it. Let's win an ACC championship this year. Caller, you on the line. State your name and where you're calling from. Mr. Magic, we got an echo. We got a what's going on? You turned it down. Mr. Magic is in the building, man. Shout out to Mr. Magic, y'all. He's here. Mr. Magic is in the building. What's up, our guy? What's good?
I want to say something to my friend, but I want to say something to my friend, but I gonna digress. Listen, bro. Here's the thing. I want to tell y'all something. Patterson hurt, OJ hurt. They gotta earn these spots. I'm hearing Dylan Day doing his shit. Wait, let me back up. Mario should have made the change last year after the first ACC game. he should have had Jason Taylor coaching the defense or somebody else, because that was ridiculous. And every week, all you heard us talk about was how suspect his fucking defense was. He went out and made some changes. He got some people. From what I'm hearing, Conley kind of got burned by OJ. But like I said, OJ is is kind of banged up, so they ain't really practicing. But I'm anxious to see what the hell take place. I'm anxious to see if they got to develop and if they got some real true coaches. Because they got to show me. Y'all talk about the defense. That's one thing. I love the defensive line. They young, but I think they hungry. We might need one more D tackle. And I'm hearing not more about Popo, but I'm hearing about the guy that came back from Louisville last year. I think y'all mentioned it. Alderman. He doing some things. Yeah, Alderman. The thing is, bro, it's Mario gonna be able to coach these boys and develop. That's all I want to know. Can you do what you haven't been able to do? You had some coaches develop the wide receivers. UN was good when they had 5-6 motherfuckers on offense and defense and special teams that could change the game. We ain't had that in 20-some years. So can we get that? Yeah, we got some freshmen coming in that I'm excited about. But, bruh, we lost a lot last year. We lost a lot. We lost a lot in the receiver room. We lost a lot on the D-line. You know what I'm saying? Well, we needed to lose that shit that was in the secondary. I heard Larry Frank talk about Brown should be playing nickel. Yeah, but I need to try his ass at some safety. Because I love the way he hit. The way he hit that motherfucker and knocked his helmet off. We need a safety that ain't scared to put the hammer down. You know what I'm saying? That's what motherfuckers was afraid of. When we had Sean Teller and Ed Reed them back there that was taking people's heads off, motherfuckers was scared to catch the ball. We got to get back to that. That's what we got to get back to. We had, right now, what I love about this new defensive coordinator, I don't know how he's going to pan out or what's going to happen, but I like that he's going towards our strengths. Most guys that come from Miami, man, we go get the quarterback. We move with speed, quickness. That's what the D-lines did in the heyday. Linebackers that was fast, that played safety, but they moved them down to linebackers that put some lead to a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We had linebackers that played defensive end because they was quick. That's what Miami was built on. And until we could get back to that, we just moving in the right direction. And me personally, yeah, the defense got to step up, but they got to show me some more offense too, because we got a lot of young people, man. Yeah, we had the number one offense last year, but we lost a lot from the offense side of the ball. Our strength is our defense and our running game on offense. On defense, yeah. Me personally, at linebacker, I like Chase. I like Bobby Washington. They got the size and the speed.
Definitely.
They go sideline to sideline and cover tight end. I heard Pruitt supposed to be moving to safety. I don't know because he played more safety in high school. So, bro, I'm just anxious to see how this dude gonna move, gonna use people to their best. You know that, like they strengths. That's what I want to see. And if Miami is playing uphill football on defense and downfield on offense, and we got a special team that we could get some kickbacks or switch the chain, the side of fields in our favor. That's what we was built on, bro. That's what in turnovers. We gotta have it. We ain't really had no turnovers, bro. I thought at least with the defensive line and the defense that we had last year, to it. There's no way in hell, bro, with all the speed and dynamics that you had at defensive line, that you wound up the way you wound up. I'm just saying. That's just me. How y'all boys doing? I forgot to tell y'all rotten ass happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? I love you. And give me my shit.
You want that?
You know I'm at the pump, right? Goddamn. And I'm goddamn right. I got your back. Let's do this shit. I'll holler.
All right, my guy.
All right, Mr. Magic.
It's you talk, baby.
Yeah. Mr. Magic in the building, y'all, man. It's the People Show, man. We got our special guest on tonight, man. Mr. A.O. from the Miami Mayhem Show on with You Talk tonight, man. But yeah, I think everybody hollering defense, man, because I don't think that the offense is going to be. I hope they are, but they got to show me. I don't think we're going to be that explosive like we was last year, A.O. So that's why I'm leaning more toward the defense. What's your thoughts on that? Cole, I'm going to bring you in. Let me get A.O. and Larry Frank opinion off of that.
Yeah, I really kind of think you guys kind of nailed it. I think we're not going to be as explosive, but we have the potential to be more consistently driving. You're going to see a lot more longer drives. Like Carson's not going to be scrambling around, making plays that hit ESPN top 10, but he is going to be the game manager that doesn't turn the ball over, that if we see the Carson back that we should get, it's going to be more of the game manager that knows how to win the game by consistently getting down the field, keeps your number 2 offense off the field. That's what Miami's needed, is just consistency. The guys who are going to be around him can make explosive plays. That's a bigger difference too. We relied on Cam last year to do the explosive for everybody else. Meanwhile, this year, we can allow our receivers, if they're now developing like they should be the explosive. Let them be the dynamite. Let him just be the fuse that helps get them lifted off. We don't have to have him scrambling around doing whatever the hell he's going to do. Let the offense do the offense's work by letting the skill set guys be who they're going to be. We have the talent to do it.
Definitely. Larry Frank, talk to me. What's your thoughts on that?
Real quick, and I want to highlight what Love, Peace, and Happiness said. He said, all we lost was Cam. Everyone else can be replaced. But I got to beg to differ on that, because can you really say that either Ray Joseph or if it's Malachi Tony coming in at the slot can replace X? No, you can't say that. Can you say definitely that CJ Daniels can replace Jacoby George or Isaiah Horton? No, you can't say that. And although I do love the fact that Cam basically told you that JoJo Trader is going to be that dude, he still got to prove it. I mean, I'd love for JoJo Trader to come in and pay dividends like Jeremiah Smith did at Ohio State. And I think he can, but we don't know that yet. So, yes. And even with Elijah Arroyo, if Riley Williams comes back, then I'm not as worried about the tight end room, but you lose Elijah Arroyo and Riley Williams. So now you got to go to Elijah Lofton, who's a true freshman.
Yep.
Bro, that's why I went with the defense, because I do think the offense has a lot of pieces that can do damage and be dangerous.
We got to see it. Yep. Caller, you on with You Talk. State your name and where you calling from.
Yo,
hello?
Y'all already know who it is. Man.
Oh, Chris Kane in the building, man. Chris Kane in the building. Shout out to Chris Kane. Chris Kane is in the building. What's up, brother? How you doing tonight? Our guy.
Man, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. What's going on with you, D, Larry Frank? Hey yo,
What up? What up, man? What's good?
He's gonna hear that a lot over here.
Man, chilling, man. I'm about to go ahead and take me a swig of this little drink right quick.
What you sipping on? Sean?
Oh, some flavored water.
I
can't do that liquor. Yeah, I can't do that liquor. I can't do that liquor. I
thought you had that jack over there with you, but the way you let it hit down your thing, you say, I thought you had that jack in yours, Larry.
Yeah, boy, you got jack, boy. You doing better than me. All I got over here is Boone's phone. Go ahead.
Oh, you got that boom? Oh, you got that boom for? So you sipping on
Strawberry Hill, boy. That's all I can do.
But I'm old school, brother. I get that Hypnotic and the Hennessy. You know what that is.
Yes,
we ain't got to say nothing else. I just become one of the Avengers. We're going to leave it at that. We're going to keep on moving because we ain't no alcoholics over here. Amen. But honestly, side of the ball that I want to, I think, I mean, I want to say balance, but that's a safe answer because if the defense shows up the way it's supposed to, yeah, we got a quarterback. I haven't seen him throw. I've seen him before the injury. Haven't seen him after. I heard that he was doing much better, and his progress shows a lot better than what he was before he got hurt. So that is a positive step in the right direction for us. As far as the replacements on that offense, we lost a lot of good people. But the thing is that what we can do is we got the talent in order to replace them. Now, will they be up to par? Will there be an X? I don't know. I really don't know. I can't say yes or no. The only way we're going to do it is if you get on them 120 yards, 53 and a half feet wide. That's the only way we're going to see it. That's the only way we're going to know. You know what I'm saying? Carson Beck, we can sit here and say he's not a Cam Ward. We've seen what he was at Georgia. But see, it's a totally different thing when you're at Georgia or you're at another school and you come here. If it's in you, it's in you. You know what I'm saying? That's just a dog mentality. That don't matter where you go. Cam could have went to Florida State and could have still went first round. Cam could have went to Louisiana Monroe and could still, you know what I'm saying? That's just in him. With Beck, they said he didn't have the weapons. They say he didn't have the weapons at Georgia like how he got at Miami. He had the line, but he didn't have the weapons. Now we got the weapons. I want to see him utilize that. But here's my question. Who's after him? God forbid something happens. Who's after him? And I pray to God nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same thing that I said last year. That I said for Cam. Who's behind him? Who is next? Who is going to be the one to take the reins after he leaves, or God forbid, have to go down for a game or anything else like that? I'm not just thinking about right here, right now in the moment. I'm thinking about the longevity of it. You see what I'm saying? So we have a longevity of a legacy that we're trying to rebuild here. We need to get the type of people in line in order to have that legacy. Okay, we got this guy here on defense. That we got the defensive coordinator. We got Damon Lewis. We got all these people. Okay, cool. We're gonna see how it works out. I keep hearing all of these different things. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this one's doing this. This one's doing that. What did we talk about at the end of this year before that Syracuse game? D. Larry Frank, y'all remember? Because I remember distinctly. We sat here and we talked about how we don't want to hear nothing about no damn this one, that one, doing all of this in practice. Because it's different when you got to put on that 12 pounds of pressure. I want to see what you do out there when you got to click clack and got to put these pads on. I want to see what your first game looked like. Okay. And I want to see all the and I want to see the consistency of what direction you're going to go. We went 10-2 last year and ain't go no fucking where but to a damn Pop-Tart pastry bowl. Who in the hell wants, I stopped eating Pop-Tarts. I stopped eating them. I don't even eat them no damn more. I don't even eat that shit no more. That shit can piss me off to the point where I don't even, because it was empty. We could have been 7-5, and it would have made no difference.
Right.
I'm tired of seeing this team be in situations where they can't finish. I want this team to be dominant. Stop being soft. Stop being soft. Play with aggression. Play with some hunger. Okay? Play with some fight. And stop leaving everything for the other side of the ball. Take care of your side of the ball, and this is for both sides of it, offense and defense. Take care of your side of the ball, and everything else will take care of itself. Just go out there and win these games. Learn how to, and Mario, I'm going to tell you right now, this is year 4, my man. And I'm going to leave it like this. This is year 4. Either get your shit together or pack your bags and get the fuck out.
Yep.
I'll holler at y'all later.
All right,
As
bro.
always, love you guys.
Well, love you too, bro. You already
Much
know.
love,
All right,
much love, bro.
I just need to
Line
know
hot,
if
y'all.
that
It's
Incredible
you
Hulk
talk, baby.
was the Incredible Hulk in the 1-gallon gasoline tank? Because if you're not having it in there, you didn't do it right. Just saying, that was pure Little John mode 2004. God love that year.
Hold the line, caller. Hold the line, caller. And another thing I think that we're not bringing up too, y'all, like, what's up with the return game? Will we get something out of the return game this year? Will we start to get something back out of that? You know, to me, thus far, I like Ray Joseph, but I haven't seen what I thought I was going to see out of him. You know, will Malachi Tony come in, and will he give us a burst in the return game? That's another thing that I'm looking to see too, fellas.
Well, is Mario even going to give him a fair shot? Look, I know I said in the beginning of the show I was not going to be a Debbie Downer, but we're still talking about Mario loyalty Cristobal.
Mm-hmm. What you got to say on that, AO?
Do we have a special teams coach?
I know, right?
Like,
right?
Being dead ass serious, I don't know if we actually have one specific. Like, but it goes back to what you guys were saying. Like, it's Miami getting in Miami's way. It always has been. It's yeah, I get the sanctions. I understand where we come from. I understand the ins and the outs. But at the end of the day, we've had talent. We've had decent coaching. We just never can get it on the same page. It's like as soon as we get one, the other one just, like this year, you had to go out your fucking way to make that defense terrible.
Yes.
Like, if you could have took the same group of 11 guys and took their asses all around the nation, said, hey, you're going to be now Cal's defense and Cal's coaches are now yours. Would they have done better or worse? We don't know, but I guarantee they might have been better. It's just, how do you have the number one offense and you have a defense that you've never seen like this ever?
Yikes.
Like, it's atrocious. Like, I want to sue Guidry. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, how dare you make my eyeballs fucking see
class action
week
lawsuit.
by week. Like, I can't scratch my eyeballs out fast enough. I had to watch this bullshit. Like, I felt bad for people who paid for it. Like, I felt like that was like, yeah, like it just wasn't right. But it's Miami. We get in our way sometimes, but we can't be no more excuses about the shit. Mario is getting paid extremely high money. We are investing extremely high, but you can't have a cap. Look what Ohio State said. Fuck your cap. We'll pay for everything. You want the number one safety? Got it. You want the number one receiver? Got it. You want to dominate everybody in the recruiting pool? Got it. Say no more. We'll take a fucking head coach from over there and we'll bring him over here as your OC. Damn his contract. And we'll still make him extremely highly paid. And guess what? We won't lose any of our staff when he comes. That's when you know you mean business, because if we would have did some shit like that, everybody would have left, right? We're talking about Jason Taylor, unproven, taking over a defense. Well, let's say we bring in somebody like Ed Reed, would he just leave? The core of your program is how can you keep everything around you without letting anything go? Miami has issues of, like you said earlier about Riley. We've done the right thing for a long time, and yet we still fucking lost him. We're still having to go get a tight end. We developed the kid the correct way. We made sure everything was tip-top to his shape, and we still fucking lost him. So there is things that we can and can't control at the end of the day, but it's all about how much of this nucleus can you always keep and depend on. That's what makes a program. So even like you said, if it ain't gonna be Mario, it's gonna be fucking damn hard to find somebody else that we can just literally give enough time to create the nucleus that has to stay there. And it can't be a 2-year, 3-year thing. Like, you need somebody that's not going to go nowhere. When you think Ohio State, you think that dyed beard motherfucker that is going to be there for the next 20 years. You know he ain't going nowhere. Just for Man's going to have a fucking truck outside there soon enough as a sponsorship. But I'm just saying, it has to be now. There is no other excuses at this point.
Nope. And he don't want to chip, man. Caller, you on the line with Utah. State your name and where you calling from.
Hey, how y'all doing, man? I ain't talked to y'all in a while. I always listen to y'all. This Rod from West Palm Beach.
Rod, what's up, brother, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Remember last year when we were talking about Markel Bell and we were talking about his upside and we were talking and I said that he was going to be starting and y'all was like, oh, this and this and that. And he eventually started. What's happening with our program? Sometimes patience is not warranted. Nobody don't want patience. Everybody want microwave things. They want to put it in the microwave. They want it done fast. And you look at our roster. The only thing we got to do is put these kids in position. Brown, like y'all were talking about earlier, Brown is not a cornerback. He's a safety. But is he willing to play safety? That's first of all. Brantley is a nickel. And then you got that young kid from St. Thomas Aquinas. He's a nickel. It's like, how can you tell Michael Jordan to play center? It's not going to happen. So these kids got to be willing to be put in a position to transform and go to the next level. Everybody want money. Everybody want accolades. But are you willing to sacrifice some things so you can get to the point where you can have these accolades? So my thing is, we got Poison playing safety. Dylan Day should be playing safety. Brown should be playing safety. Then you got the other people that OJ is the outside corner. The kid that we got from Wisconsin is an outside corner. And then you start building the depth chart behind these guys because you're going to have injuries. That young kid that came from St. Thomas Aquinas last year, he is a nickel corner. Hello?
Oh, no, we listening.
Yeah,
It's on you.
Taking it in. We listening.
So it's like the roster is there, but I'm gonna tell you something. How can you have a relationship if you don't have no communication? And that's how we losing these players. Because if you can't communicate, how can you relate? You can't relate if you don't have no communication. That's just like husband and wife. If I tell you something and you go left, and you tell me something, I go right, our communication skills and our relationship skills ain't going that way. So now we got a unbalanced chemistry. And you gotta tell the players that I want you to be here, but are you willing to do this to help you get along further in your career? So we got the roster, but our coaching skills relating to the players to put them in position? Because that guy from Michigan State is not outside corner. Point blank. He a nickel. your eyes gotta not deceive you and not fool you. And that's the same thing happened with the defense last year. Why in the hell we playing Georgia Tech? You know they two quarterbacks can't throw. Why y'all stunting? Outside containment, everybody ball to the wall. You know, we know they're not throwing the ball, and that's the head coach job. And he got at halftime, he got to tell that coach, listen, we're not doing this, whether you like it or not. Outside containment, they're not throwing the ball. And then you look at the linebacker core. If Chase Williams, if Chase didn't get in them injury situations, he's a hell of a real strong outside linebacker. He's big, he's physical, and he can run. That's what you need to match up with these tight ends and stuff like that. And Malnoa didn't do bad as a linebacker last year. He was put in a bad situation because the coaching situation. I can't have you chasing people, tight ends and running backs. You ain't built for that.
Yeah.
So as coaches, they got to understand what they personnel.
Cause I gotta get ready to wrap you up. You out of time, man. What you wanna get us out of here on?
Man, the roster is there, but we gotta be able to put our players in position. Mm-hmm. You know, Brown is a straight up safety. That boy, but is he willing to do it?
I think it goes further than that. Like
you know.
Real quick before you get them off, real quick, not to cut you off, but you just said something that really put something on my brain. Is it that the players are willing to do it, or are the coaches avoiding these situations? Because think about it. If Brantley is playing at the nickel, right?
Yeah,
and Brown, you put him in competition to be a safety. That means either Zaquan or Poison. Somebody's going to be an odd man out. So is this more about the players having to say so, or the coaches trying to avoid the situation? Because it goes back to coaching. What do you think, real quick?
Well, my thing is the more competitive. I don't like to lose. Coach, you telling me I gotta play this, and I know that this is the best position for me. I ain't letting you beat me out.
Right.
When I was in high school playing basketball, they told me I had to play small forward. I ain't wasn't big enough to play small forward, but they looked at my jumping ability, how I can play big men, because I wasn't scared. So I'm doing what I can do to help the team and also benefit me. I ain't scared of you. And no matter what you is or who you are, you cannot be afraid to take a leap of faith. And that's the way it goes. Because when you get in NFL, they gonna put you in, they say, you go play this. You can't tell them I'm not gonna play it. That's your money. That's your family. That's how you feed your family, especially if you got kids. And that these kids really need some sociology, psychiatry, all them kind of courses. Because sometimes you got to humble yourself.
Thanks. All right, brother. All right. We appreciate the call, man. We appreciate it.
All right, much love, you talk. I be listening to y'all boys all the time. Like last year, we gave the email and y'all wanted me to come up there, but I was having some little issues and stuff, family issues, so I couldn't make it. But man, I listen to y'all boys all the time.
Oh, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I much love to y'all channel, and I'll keep coming on, and when I get a chance that y'all accept my call, because I know a lot of callers be coming in, I get my feedback. But like I said, I go to every home game. I'm a straight up Hurricanes man. Like I told you, I cried when we lost to Penn State in the 80s as a little boy, sneaking up, watching my mama. Sneaking up. I know I'm going to get a whipping if she catch me. Just a straight up fan. So much love, man. Y'all keep going forward, man. And we got to just be humble and pray that Mario take the CEO role that he need to do. When he sees something that needs to be corrected, he needs to put his foot down. That's the only problem I got with Mario. When you see something, correct it. Because as long as it keeps sitting there wallowing, it's going to get worse and worse. Correct the problem when it's there.
Thanks. All right, brother, man. We appreciate it, man. You have a great weekend, man. We love you, man. And keep on tuning in, man, and calling in.
Yes, sir.
I surely will.
All righty, brother. Take care.
It's you talk, baby.
Man, shout out to Miss Allman, man. Miss Allman, boy, she in here, boy, racking up, boy. She racking up some good points, boy. Caller, hold the line for us real quick, caller. Miami coaches spend too much time recruiting players they aren't going to coach. And I guess that's one of the things that I wanted to say too, man, with the last caller, like about changing positions with players. Shouldn't that be established before they even come to the university, bro? Like, we've seen the same thing with James Williams, put him at safety when he should have been a linebacker. With what he was doing when he got to the NFL, they moved him to linebacker. So it's crazy, man.
Well, so you guys,
go ahead.
You guys brought up a good point, right? About how to what does Jordan play? Is he gonna go line up as a center? Yeah, because he posted up on people. You know what I mean? Like, a great player will do whatever the team needs, and that's the difference. Is James we should have been more strict and said, no. You can go make your money at safety in the combine if you really feel that way, but here you're going to be lining up where we tell you.
Yes.
You can go prove your shit in the combine. That I don't give a shit what you do over there. Once your time at Miami's over, we paid you NIL, we gave you your goddamn money. We are going to tell you where you are going to line up. Play by play, prove whatever you want to. Prove as your production. And then that gets you your invite. And then if you want to be, you want to be a quarterback at that point. I don't give a shit. Go prove it at the combine. Go throw with them. Do whatever you want to do. But at Miami, like you guys mentioned, you have to establish it. We run the show. You do not. We don't owe you anything for being here. You're getting paid, and now we need this service from you. This is why we brought you here. This is a tangible. We're going to put you in the best position for our team. Once the year's over, once you made your production, if you feel like you can be the best tight end that ever has played and you can go both ways like Travis Hunter, great, go somewhere else. I'll get someone else that needs to fill that role that I need you to do. But you're not dictating what Miami's going to do. Because at the end of the day, we need the best players that fit this scheme to do what the hell we need them to do. This ain't 1 versus 11. This is 11 versus 11. Do what you need to do here. And you got to be straight.
Caller, state your name and where you're calling from.
Jimmy Lee out of Warner Robins, Georgia. What's up, fella?
Jimmy Lee in the middle.
Jimmy Lee. Hey, real quick. Ayo, get ready. Jimmy Lee don't play.
Hey, hold on, Jimmy Lee, before you start. Hold on, Jimmy Lee. We want to say thank you to Eric Myrick, man. Thank you for all that you do, man, for the donos, man, to the show. I love you, brother, man. Thank you for everything, man. I put it right back in the show, man. I appreciate it. People don't understand, man. Ayo, you got your own show, man, whether that's different software, equipment that has to be purchased, man, to just try to keep up with everything. So we appreciate everything that's donated. I know we're not the most popular show, and we ain't going to get the donos like that, man, because we say what the other people won't say. But I appreciate everything that everybody that donates here. Thank you very much. Mr. Lee, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Hey, no problem. You take care of money first. That's how it's supposed to be. So I don't have no problem with that. But what I'm thinking of, what I'm listening to the callers saying, how much patience you want me to have with Mario? We going into year 4. When Nick Saban came in and had that first year, they turned around and they was gone. When Kirby left Alabama and went to Georgia, they took off. They were gone. Mm-hmm. So how much? What you want me to do? It's this year 4. You don't win the ACC. I don't want to hear nothing you got to tell me from that day on. Nothing. When we I'm looking at the only difference is, let's look at that 2001 team. Look at the talent that didn't start, that was way in the wing. Now, we can't recruit and keep that money to stack 1, 2, 3 NFL players. Now, even Georgia had a little fall off of their vaunted defense, because these people, if they ain't playing, we're going to take the money and go somewhere else. So the coaching is more important than ever now. You got to be able to be a great talent evaluator, that's why I say, when he butted head with Alonzo and didn't want to listen to Alonzo Highsmith, that talent evaluation level dropped. Mario's strength is recruiting the offensive line. That's his strength. His weakness is recruiting speed at receiver. Because even though these guys going to the NFL, there were no game-breaking speed out there. We should have thrown the book at my boy at Ohio State. We had him. We lowballed. You can't, in this day and age, if you're not a top-tier game coach, you need top-tier talent to put you over the hump. Mario is a A+ recruiter, but a B+ game manager. So you got to have speed on the outside. We had the greatest offense you could see last year. And we still couldn't win it all because we didn't have talent evaluators on the defensive side of the ball. I looked at what my boy, the defensive end his freshman year that played real good, but he was hurt last year, Bain. I looked at Bain at the press conference. Bain looked like he lost too much weight to play tackle. He looked like he trying to make his money at DN, but he don't have defensive end arms. So if he ain't coming off that end like Drake Feenan, I just think it's gonna be some problems for him. He should have put on a little weight, went down inside, and we would have been good. Yep. But for some reason, he don't want to get down inside. He said he lost 10 pounds. Why? Why is you losing 10 pounds? Unless they telling me something I'm missing during these few days of spring. He's coming off that end like Dwight Freeney, and he can't be blocked. I'm not hearing that.
Right.
So when we get these people in here, we should be able to say, don't get me wrong. I think Cam made Estrepo and the receiving crew. He made them, because you got to look. When Cam was on the press,
hold on, Mr. Smith. I got somebody that want to ask you a question. See, Warren Emmanuel, we do it over here at Utah. You know what I'm saying? This is Utah, so we're going to give you your opportunity because you didn't call in. Mr. Smith, Warren Emmanuel want me to ask the caller, this so you get rid of Mario. Who do you put in? Will you have the same level of talent? Has the caller looked at the youth since 2005? He want me to ask you that, Mr. Smith, so I'm going to let you respond to him.
Me?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, so you mean to tell me Brandon Shannon recruited #1 class? Miami's going to evaluate and get talent at Miami based on the foundation of our history. We just ain't had no coach. If we could have got a young Mark Richt Mark Richt would have won us a national championship with the talent we got out here at Miami. He just came to us when he was too old, when he had health issues. So I don't fault him for that. Mario, so far, his offense is the same as Al Golden. Al Golden had a great offense. He didn't have no defense. So that's all I'm saying. We either have a great offense, no defense, good defense, no offense. We just keep going back and forth. A great coach is going to have a good offense and a good defense. They both going to be AA, AB, or BB, not A to F like this defense was last year. How do you expect to win? We went into the season as fans. Once we got Cam, all of us got to our University of U party and said, we got to score 50 points a game to get to the Final Four. If we don't score 50 points a game, this rinky-dink little Giants defense ain't going to be able to pull us along. And everybody knew that going into it. The wagons fell off, I think it was week 3. We saw then, man, this defense this a wreck center defense. And for some reason, I don't know, is it because the defensive end coach don't have the right paper like Warren Sapp out there in Colorado? He got to get a little piece of paper to say, okay, he can officially be named as a defensive coordinator. But I'll take my chances with the dude we got from Minnesota. He got to be better than Gidry. He got to be better than Gidry. So all I'm saying is we got talent. I'm not expecting much out of Beck, but to be a 2.0 version of Gino Torello. Just get the ball to the playmakers. Don't turn it over. Let the running game run, and we can be winning. If we get any type of defense, we should be winning games 28-17, 31-24 with the talent that we got coming in. We ain't seen what the receivers do because we didn't play but 4. Again, watching this spring practice and all that, they already 4 All-Americans ready to be lined up out here and split in. But they didn't get to play last year as freshmen. So we got to see what they're going to do in game situations. And again, if y'all been listening to me when I call to the fans, if you watch them games that Beck played at Georgia, when he made a turnover, Smart walked over there to him and said, okay, now, what did you see? You sure you saw that? It's going to be okay. He didn't raise his voice not one time at Beck because Beck ain't no alpha like that. Beck is the type of person to be on the passenger side or on the bike side on like my boy and the boys in the hood and said, let me out when it get too hot.
Not really.
He like that.
Oh, no,
He talking about Trey. That was Trey. Hey, Doe. Hey, Doe. Let me out, Doe.
He ain't no alpha dog. That's why he left Georgia. Them people that are going off on him. He knew he was going to be in a quarterback battle this spring if he didn't tap his elbow. They wanted to bring him back for security reasons in case the boy they got now don't work. He wasn't going to start. They were going to let him come off the bench. But we panicked because when Cam left, we thought Emory showed us in that Pop-Tart Bowl that he was a Pop-Tart. So they said, we got to go get another player
Utah,
again.
baby.
Oh my gosh. Huh?
No, you say Emory showed us that he was a Pop-Tart.
Yeah, he played like a Pop-Tart. You
Pop-Tart aisle in the grocery store again. Every time I go down to Pop-Tart aisle, I'm gonna think of Emory Williams.
I want to know how much Pop-Tart sales have gone down since we played that game. It's got to be nationally gone down. There's no way.
Hold on, Mr. Emmanuel. You got 99 questions. I want you to call next. And what you got against Ja'Cory Brown? So you wouldn't take Ja'Cory over Emory? Because I feel like it's a bad miss with them actually recruiting Emory. What did they see? So
thank you. Again, the talent evaluation at quarterback
Right.
If we got to go in the transfer portal, okay, I'm in Georgia. I seen my boy play up here in Milton. I definitely seen Judd Anderson because he played in Middle Georgia.
Terrible.
Where I'm from.
Terrible.
Absolutely terrible. I mean,
I seen him play too.
Terrible. Right. He is and see, I'm saying to myself, we get on these shows, Locked On Kane, Coach Coop, all these other people, and they, like you say, y'all keep it raw. Y'all keep it like we the balls in the hood, and we keep it straight up. We gonna tell you if you're a baller or you ain't a baller. Judd ain't no baller. Every shoulders in the pop top ball, he ain't ready for prime time. He ain't no baller.
Nope.
So we gotta depend on this freshman out of Milton. Concerned about his height a little bit, but and so we stuck with Beck. We got $4 million tied up to a raggedy arm. So
and explain that to me. Explain that to me. Y'all say that they lowballed the hell out of Jeremiah Smith, and they gave Cam how much? And now we giving Beck what?
we gave Cam 1.5, and we gonna get him man $4 million.
Yeah,
make that make sense. When Alonzo said, "Look here, man, I'm gonna tell all y'all right now, Mario doing this for Little Havana and that part of Miami. He is not listening to the boys who he played with. So we got to let him have it. We got to let him fall on his face and swallow his pride. Mm-hmm. Trust me, I want him to do good because I pull for Miami. I want him to win a national title. I want him to be just like my boy at Ohio State. They were getting ready to run out of time if he didn't win it all. I want him to save his job this year and do the same thing. Win the ACC, get in the Final Four, and then I can say, okay, you made strides. But if you don't win the ACC and you go to another goddamn Park Top Bowl, man, the fan base is going to say, oh, well, y'all can do what y'all want to do. Now, y'all poured the money in, but we poured it in on the wrong coach. And don't give me this mind. Who we gonna get? There's other people out there that we can get.
Of course.
So I don't want to hear who we gonna get. We can get somebody better than what we've been getting. We've been getting coaches all throughout the year. It just dropped off when Butch Davis left and Larry Coker quit coaching after he won that national title and his blueprint. He threw away Surround Miami. And he just started going.
Do you make the point as well, saying that we had Randy Shannon that also had a number one recruiting class, and he didn't have the same He didn't have the same resources that Mario was awarded to him as far as with NIL and all of the stuff that he has going on. I mean, we can definitely find somebody else.
Right.
And what messed Randy up? Randy got the big head, and when he cut off his nose to them high school coaches, and them coaches didn't like the way he was treating them. He didn't buddy up to them. They started telling that these players go to Alabama, go to Georgia, go to Ohio State. That messed him up. But Mario ain't got that problem. They love Mario. They love him to death. They want him to be Super Mario. We want him to be Super Mario. But now, I just hope he sees this year that I've made all the adjustments the last 3 years in coaching. Who else left to blame? I'm with my boy Nevin Shapiro. Right. Don't think you can't get bought out. You can get bought out.
Shout out to Nevin.
Yeah, Nevin is our boy. Nevin is our boy.
That's
just
right.
Like y'all, my boy, Uncle Luke, my boy. We all be in the same car and have 4 different opinions, but still be born. And that's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say that tonight because patience is running thin. This is the 4th year. Like the callers have been saying. We went into a Syracuse game where we know you win, you in. That coach they got at Syracuse, how long he been there? 2 years, right?
2 years.
Or his first year?
2 years.
Okay, look how he got Syracuse. He recruiting at Syracuse now. He got Syracuse on the rise. They got momentum than we got. They on the rise.
Hey, I got one better for you. I got one just almost as good for you, and I know Miami fans gonna hate this. Look at what Manny Diaz did at Duke, a 9-win season. Damn near beat SMU. If they'd have had a doggone kicker, they'd have won 10 games.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. As realists, we got to look in the mirror and say, okay, y'all, this is Mario's 4th year. Questions that should be asked is, Mario, are you getting enough money to keep the guys in state that you want? And if you're not, you need to do like that coward, and I'm calling him a coward, that coward Nick Saban went to his boosters and said, hey, I can't compete. Y'all got to get me some more money. Y'all got to give me some money. I'm about to get out. And he got out. And he got out.
He left.
So that's what Mario got to do. He got to put the boosters on blast. Unless the boosters saying, look at y'all, he can't put us on blast. We giving him all the money that he wants. He the one that didn't pull the string on Jeremiah. He didn't think we should have put that much money in Jeremiah. But you going to put $4 million in this wounded duck we bringing it in? Thank y'all for taking my call.
All right.
Look, appreciate the call. Let me say this. And I saw where, Juan Emanuel kept saying who. I don't know if you can specifically pinpoint a certain person that Miami can get, because there's two things you have to look at right here. Miami Hurricanes football right now, to me, is the equivalent of Tommy Shepard in Above the Rim. Remember Above the Rim when Tommy Shepard had that mystique of being a great ball player in his day, but he fell off and became a security guard? Miami is in a Power 5 conference, but they have a group of 5 culture. That is what Miami is right now. Everybody talking about Miami should be competing for a national championship. That's what we want, because we remember what they were. Facts are facts, and facts are Miami is not the Miami that we grew up loving, that our big brother Mel Bratton was a part of those teams, that 2001 team. And at the end of the day, until people understand that, you're not going to get the best of the best that's available. But I'll say this. Did you know who Kirk Signetti was before he went to Indiana? Now, I know that, Indiana still has to prove itself, and can they do it again? But did you know who Kirk Signetti was before he went to Indiana and had a 10-win season and had the second best offense behind Miami in the country?
No,
you didn't.
No, you didn't. Nope.
Did most people know who Eli Drakewitz was before he went to Missouri and got them to a level of respectability? No, you did not. And did people outside of Miami know who Rhett Lashley was on a national level before he went to SMU and got them within an eyelash of beating Clemson and winning the ACC in year 1?
Unless you was a Miami fan, but he was here.
If you was a Miami fan, you knew, but the rest of the country did not know who Rhett Lashley was. So to say who you would get, they would have to do the same thing that those other programs did and actually vet a coaching search, properly vet in a coaching search, and find the person that can lead them in the right direction. Because them big dogs that's out there that's available, they ain't coming to Miami. It ain't happening. And I think that with the hiring of Mario going on 4 years now, they're looking at Mario's affiliation with Nick Saban. They're looking at the success on paper that he had at Oregon, and they thought that was going to be an automatic translation to Miami. And guess what? It's coming out. Mario is not that dude. He's just not. And I know people get mad when we say it. They get mad when I say it. They think I'm a Mario hater. I'm not a Mario hater. Just as James just said that we always said. I want Mario to succeed, because if Mario succeeds, that means Miami is being successful. I would love to come on here and happily say, hey, y'all, I got to eat crow. I'm wrong about, Mario, you did that. I want to be able to say that. But guess what? He ain't giving you an opportunity to prove it, because he's doing the same stuff over and over again. How you have the greatest offense in Miami history and at the same time the worst defense in Miami history?
Boy, you just said a whole lot, bro.
I'm just saying.
You just said a whole lot, bro. Fikes, dude. You're absolutely correct, man. You know me, man. You know, I said last year, bro. I was done after last year. You know, everybody wanted to give him a 4th year, so you know, we'll see. And hopefully, again, he won the transfer portal again. We transfer portal champs again. So I mean, you know, we finna see Larry Frank. All we can do is watch and see, because you know we ain't big on the spring football stuff. We'll see. So
no. We not printing no championship T-shirts in April. You know, like a
Fikes,
lot of
brother.
them do. You know how they do.
Fikes. The lines are still open, y'all. If y'all want to call up here, man, it's the People Show. Juan, man, you had 99 questions, Juan. It's open for you, Juan. Like, come on up here and call up and talk. 404-981-3997.
Our buddy Daryl Drakeford, he said he don't agree with me. Daryl, D. Drake, call up, tell me what you don't agree with, bro. I want to hear it. Please help me.
D. Drake need to bring another bottle of that smooth liquor. He would. What was the name of that? What was the name of it, bro?
Man,
I done dropped my last bottle. I went and got some the day after he left. Hey, DJ, put the name of that whiskey you bought down here in Atlanta, man, in the chat, shout out. If you ain't gonna call up, man, we need to find out what that drink was you bought down into the board. But say one, that's why I said, who do you want for a solution? Mario may take us to a certain point, but upgrade after. Is Miami willing to pay for that big time coach? Yeah, we gave Mario 80 million. Shit, why wouldn't we?
That's the thing. That's the thing. You know, Mario, it's not about it's not about being a big time coach, and it's not about Miami paying. In other words, I get it. I get what he's saying.
I got you,
have to go out, that you have to go out and do this search, and you got to hit this home run, and it's going to be somebody that is going to warrant an $80 million contract a la Mario, or a contract like Kirby Smart, or like what you got down here at LSU with Brian Kelly. I'm not saying it's got to be that. Miami can go out there, if it don't work out with Mario, if they do a properly vetted coaching search, and they can find a coach who can work with what you're going to have, who can get the right staff up in here, and who can do some things and prove itself and then earn that big contract. Because you got other schools that are doing that. Other schools are doing it. Let's just be honest. Look at Marcus Freeman. Case point.
Yeah.
Did anybody know who Marcus, and I know Notre Dame didn't win a national championship, but let's be 100. Did anybody think that Marcus Freeman, 3 years after Brian Kelly left Notre Dame to go to LSU, did anybody think Marcus Freeman within those same 3 years, let's not even talk national championship, would even have Notre Dame in the playoffs? Of course not. None of y'all knew who Marcus Freeman was.
Especially after they lost the game. Who did they lose to? They were ready to fire him after
Illinois.
that.
Week 1,
they were ready to doggone give him the ice. Yeah.
Yes.
They were ready to get him the hell on from out of there, boy, after he lost that game.
Week 1, Northern Illinois, they lost, and all of a sudden they're ready to get rid of him. So at the end of the day, guess what? Everybody's still thinking that you got to have a Urban Meyer or a Nick Saban type of person. Georgia Tech coach. Everybody's still thinking you got to have a big fit. Now, the only person that has somewhat of a big name that you can possibly look at if this don't work out would be Chip Kelly, because Chip Kelly would definitely like to be a head coach again. And he's just proved what he can do offensively at Ohio State. That's about the only big name I can see, because the timeline is starting to line up. If Mario don't get it after this year, and now you start looking at buyout options, and like Nevin said, and like we've been told by some of our inside sources, that a buyout is definitely possible. Don't think he's locked into this contract for another 4 or 5 years, that they're going to let him coach the contract out. If they don't want him and he don't show improve this year, this will be the beginning. So the timeline, if Mario doesn't pan out with getting another coach, you definitely have an opportunity. I would say Chip Kelly, and we know what his offenses can do. You saw what he did as a head coach with his offense. But look, Love, Peace, and Happiness says no, never Chip. Why not?
Because of the Eagles. I think that's what everybody's going to circle back to. And I wondered that, because do you think he actually learned his lesson from that time at the Eagles? Because that's what everybody's going to always circle back to, is he took probably one of the greatest pools of talent assembled on that Eagles offense and said, get the fuck out of town, all of you. And they all came back and said on the pod. It's not just us saying it. Like, they have a horrible relationship with the guy. I was very surprised to see him bounce back as much as he has over the last couple of years. But that's the thing is, do you trust of who he is, or are we getting Brian Kelly part 2 that could literally just think you for years to come? Because like you guys mentioned, it's a little different in Miami because the same rules don't apply to Miami as it does everybody else. When it's Alabama coming down there, it's, oh, Alabama's here. And if Alabama doesn't show up, oh, it's okay, it's Alabama. Ohio State comes down, plucks. Miami has to groom the hell out of every South Florida player. And then they still pick somewhere else to go. And they say, oh, well, you should have had a lockdown better. Oh, you need to win. Oh, you need to do this. Oh, we continue to get the field goal moved on us. But at the end of the day, you can't have excuses that are you lock onto yourself. You can't mismanage a game when you're a $10 million head coach. It's simple shit. You can't get in your own way. You can't give people negative recruiting aspects. But that's the only thing I would say back to Chip Kelly is Chip Kelly can do a lot of damage if he comes to Miami and he tanks it, because he's not from down there. And if he's not from down there, they're not going to give him any kind of leniency for why he doesn't show up to shit. It's going to be. But I do think that there's a lot of talented candidates that would be able to take the Miami role and completely run and flow with it completely.
But let's look at this. Miami better get it right, and they better get it right quick. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't think your boy at Alabama is going to be there within the next 4 to 5 years. I can tell you for a fact, Brian Kelly, his seat is warming up down here in Baton Rouge. You're going to have a lot of premier programs that are underachieving right now that are going to be in search of another head coach. Heck, right across the state in Tallahassee, Mike Norvell is on his last leg. So you have a lot of premier programs that is going to be looking for a head coach. Heck, Harbaugh's gone. The guy at Michigan, guess what? Okay, you beat Ohio State, and that'll give you a little bit of a extension there. But please don't think 8 wins is going to keep you employed just because you beat Ohio State every year. You're going to have to pay some dividends. You got some premier schools that within the next 4, 5, 6 years, it's going to be just like Black Monday in the NFL every year. Black Monday. You know how it is? It's always 10 to 12 teams in the NFL, and there's always that one premier job in the NFL, and you got all these hot coaching candidates, and it's like the best of the best are vying for the best opportunity. So let's look at it like this. Is Miami going to be attractive if they're in play for a coach who's also looking at LSU, who's also looking at Alabama, who's also looking at Michigan or Florida State? No. Plain and simple. And why? Because what do all those programs I just named have in common? They've all won national championships in the common era. Miami hasn't.
Yep. And love and peace. We were just on a call with a couple of greats, because I'm with you on this too, but we were told with some of the greats that it'll never happen. It'll never happen. So
I wish it would, though. I mean, can you imagine that?
Yes. We was on the call with some greats, and they just told us that it would never happen because it'll be a big ass party over there on that sideline. We'll get a lot of squirreling and tootsie rolling, and it'll be. Hey, listen, bro. Hey, call the station. Station name where you calling from? Call.
What's up, brother? This is Daryl, man. Drakeford, man.
The Drake in the house. Drakeford in the house.
I got names for all the family members. Derek Alford is the fish man. This is the whiskey man.
Before you start, Whiskey Man, can you please give us that name real quick, man? Let me get my pen. Ayo. I don't know if you a sipper, Ayo, like I am. You know what I'm saying? But this guy right here, Ayo, he got that what you want, Ayo. Talk to me, man. What's the name of that, bro? I need that. I'm ready.
Who was that Eagle Rare, man?
Eagle Rare.
That Eagle Rare 10-year.
It was smooth.
Okay. Smooth,
good
brother.
Stuff, man. That's that good stuff.
Boy, that was that great stuff, boy. I don't know, but look at him, boy. Talk to us, bro. What you got for us, man?
Yeah, man. We couldn't catch up, man. When you called me, man, I was sick, man. I had COVID. Then I fucked around and caught the flu right after COVID.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, so I was down.
I was wondering what the hell happened to you. Yeah, man. You didn't. I said I ain't like you not to call me back, man.
Yeah, I was down for a couple of weeks, bro.
Okay, you feeling better? How you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing great now. I feel like myself, but man, that thing had my ass down, bro.
Damn.
Yeah,
I'm glad
but
you
it's
back.
all good though, man. Yeah, man, I ain't had a chance to, call in and talk to y'all in a minute since we had all these changes.
Right.
And let me just start there. Then I get with Frank on that head coaching stuff.
Okay.
But I like what we did on defense. I like all of these hires on defense. I feel like now our staff can compete with some of these other top-notch staffs on defense. I always felt like, man, we just didn't compete on the sidelines, not just only on some positions on the field, but on the sidelines, we like our coaching staff just wasn't up to par. And but now I think with some of these hires, man, I think we can compete with some of these guys. And getting rid of Guidry was the best thing Mario could have done. Now, I'm not a Mario guy whatsoever, but a couple of things he does well, and one of them I'm impressed with is if a coach ain't doing his job, he gonna get rid of him. He's gonna get rid of them for the most part. When we had a bad coach, like an obviously bad coach, they were out the door. He did not wait too long to get rid of them. Now, I felt like if he had held on to Guidry one more year, that would have been too long. But he got rid of Guidry just in time. Right after they even gave Guidry an extension. They gave Guidry an extension, remember, the year prior. And this year, he shit the bed, and Mario gave him his pink slip. That I like about Mario. Now, I do feel like sometimes, like people with an ego like him, you could be in your own way sometimes. And I think he's in his own way. And I think he needs to do more of what he's doing now, like hiring these guys that know what the hell they're doing and getting out the way. Like when he got out Dawson's way and we went and got Cam, we got the #1 offense in the country. And I don't think we're going to have the #1 offense in the country next year, but I don't think we're going to have the #1 offense in the country because our defense ain't going to be one of the worst in the country.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, every time I talk to my cousin, man, my cousin played Florida State. Man, I just cannot believe the opportunity that we squandered with this guy. We had the best fucking offense in the country. When the last time that happened? And we sitting here watching this dude drag our damn defense through the mud, man. His non-coaching ass. Man, I'm so glad that band gone. It don't make no sense, man. And I just feel like Hellerman, he had the 5th-ranked defense in the country. Now that's with not so great talent. And you don't get the 5th-ranked defense in the country by accident. If you got the 5th-ranked defense in the damn country with the talent that he had in that conference, he knows what he's doing. That's how I feel. He might not be a big name, but I feel like that man knows what he's doing. And every time I've heard him talk, he talked about teaching and communication, and that's what Guidry wasn't doing.
Thanks.
He wasn't teaching
I agree with
kids.
that. I agree with that.
Yeah,
right.
Or either he was teaching these kids all the same way, and you can't teach people the same way. Everybody don't learn the same way or at the same pace. And this man was a teacher, like by profession, he was a teacher. So he understands how people learn. And I believe that's the reason why he had his defense ranked so high. When he had the opportunity to be the sole defense coordinator, he showed improved. And I think he's going to do the same thing with us, especially given like all of that talent we piling up on in the secondary.
and we already loaded on it. I feel like we got great talent on that defensive line with like Scott and Blunt coming up, and the veterans that we have, and like Bain and Mesidor and Moulton and them other dudes. I think them dudes gonna make some noise, especially with Damian Lewis up there coaching them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And as far as Beck goes, I don't know why everybody's so down on Beck, but you can't find another quarterback in the country with as much as experience as he has in big games. Now, he done threw some picks, but he also had one of the worst damn receiving corps Georgia done ever had down there. Them boys led the nation in drops.
So you think so you think he worth you think he worth the money that we paid him?
Hell no. No. Listen. If they gave Cam, now I don't know what they gave Cam. You know, I don't think anybody.
Ayo, what they gave him, Ayo? Put him up, Ayo. What they gave him? What they gave Cam?
What they give him?
Two.
They gave him 2. Okay.
2.
Well, if they gave, see, and remind me to get to my Dawson point. If they gave him 2, then hell no. He should not get double?
Double.
Hold on, real quick, because
is the 2 to 4 because of inflation? Because 3 years ago these guys were celebrating. Because 3 years ago we were celebrating Garrett King getting 5 to 50,000, and that was the max. We're talking every year the substantial money is going up and up and up. There is no actual cap yet. So yesterday's money is not today's money.
That ain't got nothing to do with inflation.
Well, not inflation. I'm sorry, I used the wrong one, but it's going up because there is no actual cap in the market.
You're naming
the market at this point. It's the market value.
Exactly.
Look on the positive side. Cam Ward had 2 good arms, so you doubled the money for less the good arms. But go ahead, Deidre.
Yeah, but you know, you're on the right path. But you know what they say is yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah,
right. It's kind of like that. But here's my thing. I think we still should not have paid Beck that much money. We overpaid.
Yeah.
We overpaid.
Right. Damn right.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
Because
we overpaid for that dude. Well, but here's my Dawson point. That's why I'm going to remind you to get to my Dawson point. We're doing that because we're desperate for a quarterback because Dawson's not developing quarterbacks.
Nope.
Correct.
He's not developing them. So Mario, he smelt that. Oh, we were close. Like he smelt that. You know, getting close to that ACC championship and getting in the playoff type thing. And he was like, man, I can't have a huge downgrade in my quarterback. And they overpaid for him. Ain't no way in the hell I would have gave him that much money. No way. But something that I do not like what Dawson said when he first got here. When they asked him in an interview, they asked him something about teaching and mechanics. And this fool said, now, if Mario want to hire somebody, hire a fucking quarterback coach, please. Please. Because Dawson is not the one. He said that he don't, well, at this point, I don't really change too much of people's motion. Why the fuck not? That's why you got a 6'5" quarterback throwing it into defensive lineman's hands every other play. Because you don't want to coach nobody. This man's 6'5". How you have that many batted balls? Because you don't want to coach his release. You ain't coaching release. I've seen people 6 foot don't get balls batted down that much. But Mario needs to invest in a quarterback coach.
Yeah.
You want to go spending all this damn money, and Dawson then told you and shown he's not a good quarterback developer. That's why don't be surprised if we go hunting, big game hunting, and spending a bunch of damn money for another quarterback when Dawson had 3 years in this system to work with somebody to get them ready.
Been saying that. Drake, man, get us out of here, Drake, man. We gotta get out of here tonight, man.
All right, man. Well, man, look, man, I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad, the football is starting back. We got something else to talk about and watch, and you know, about the team that we love, and we love chopping it up with y'all, man. We know we love y'all, man. Y'all got one of the best shows out there, man. Y'all keep it real, and we like that, man. We love it.
Well, we appreciate you, brother, man. We love you, man. Thank you for your support,
yeah, my
man.
nephew, man. My nephew, he got 11 D1 offers right now.
Good. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's
up
what's
to
up.
11, man. I'll have to update you on them over the phone.
I'll definitely give you a call tomorrow if you're available.
Yeah, I'll be available.
Okay, definitely, brother. I'll holler at you tomorrow.
All right, brothers.
All right, love you, man. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow, bro. All right. All righty. D Drake for y'all.
It's you talk, baby.
Hey, man, it's been real tonight, Friday night, man. My boy got some big things going on. I got AO, man, so he got to take care of some business. I'm not going to keep my boy, man. Larry Frank, I'll let you talk to him on the side about that. But, hey, man, I'm going to say, man, he may be coming back down south, man. You know what I'm saying? So we look at it. He may be coming back down south. So, AO, man, we're going to give out the parting words. Man, we're going to start with you, and then I go to Frank, and then we're going to get out of here tonight.
I'll say this. Patience is a virtue,
yes.
But not for Miami, and not when you have unlimited resources. It is absolutely okay to hold everybody accountable for what they have in the front of them. Right now, you have an unlimited bank account, so you have to either choose A, you say you have caps, and then you're going to have caps on your season, or you say I'm unlimited, and you get the best of the best for the pieces you still need. This summer portal is going to be huge on letting you know who Mario really is, but don't crucify those without giving everybody the full way to do all this. Give them the time that they need to actually make the decisions, and then take the decisions they make and go forward with it. He shows you who he really is, fine. It is what it is. But until we see this full roster develop, we don't know what team we really have yet. Key pieces you have right now may not be key pieces to in a month or two. So
Yep.
All I know is it has been an absolute pleasure, guys. If I wasn't dealing with the realtor right now, I'd be 10 toes in right now and wishing we could stay on for 3 hours.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
This is almost like it's hard for me to say it. It's very emotional because I've been with you guys and watched you guys every week. One of the reasons I even started my own. So it's I'm glad to be a part of the fam.
Look who in the building, man. Man. Y'all already know, man. Coach Hayes, man.
Coach Hayes.
Coach Hayes, love him to death, man. Keep him near and dear to our hearts, man. Man. Coach Hayes, love you, bro. You already know what it is, man. Coach Hayes, man. Larry Frank, man. Give us some departing words, brother, so we can get the hell on.
Yeah, man. Much like AO said, man, just let the process play out. What you have right now, you may not have in the summer. You may not have, week 1 against Notre Dame. We don't know. And a lot of the stuff, as everybody knows, I'm a big proponent of just taking it one game at a time because injuries happen and you can't predict them. So all we can do is keep our fingers crossed, keep our prayers up, and hope that things work out. But as I always say every year, pray for the best, but be prepared for the worst. That's the key.
Yes, sir.
So, AO, shouts out to you, my brother, for joining us. I mean, this was just a little sample size of the future.
Welcome.
I mean, we are going to do some big things and have a lot of fun. And, just thank you. And thanks to the chat. Thanks to the callers. Thanks to everybody. And look, it's March. I know this might be a little bit of a downer, but 6 more months, y'all. 6 more months. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. Okay? 6 more months.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, it's going to take a while, but we're going to get there. 6 more months.
We'll get done.
Monday night, if y'all ain't got nothing going on, come back over here. Real talk, myself and Shy, we're going to be talking about some real explosive stuff, as we always do, and we want y'all input. And hey, man, thank you, and God bless.
Definitely. Hey, it's been real. Chat, you talk family, man. Again, man, we want to welcome my guy, AO, to the team, man. Already been with the team, man, here with the boys, man. Love you, brother. You already know what it is. A lot of things coming. Shout out to Coach A, love you. Shout out to MB5 Sports, man. Shout out to my boy Mr. Brad, man, for all of his prospects that he had up to the combine up in Indianapolis this week, man. And shout out to his son again, Nico. Nico got his national ranking this week, man, for the 2026 class. He played basketball, man. Big ass power forward, man. Nico Hale, man. So congratulations to Nico. And I'm gonna say it again. Shout out to our guy, man, LJ, man, for the gear, man. I went down to shop with LJ last week, man. The cool culture, man. If you're in Atlanta, get down to his shop. Motto 404, it's on Peachtree, man. I popped up on my boy last week, man, and shot with him, man. LJ got some fly stuff down there in the shop, man. So again, we love you guys. Thanks for everything, the donations, everybody that donates, man. We love you. And I'm going to implement something on the show. I got to call Coach Hayes, man, because Larry Frank, you know how I got the soundbite with this Utah, baby. You know Coach Hayes do his version, too. So I'm going to get the producer to give me another soundbite with Coach Hayes on there. So I'm going to implement that in. Yeah. I'm going to get him up in there.
It's Utah, baby.
Yeah. I'm going to get Coach Hayes to get us one of them, man. So I'm going to implement Coach Hayes on that, too. So Coach Hayes, I'm going to be calling you tomorrow, Chief. You're looking out for my phone call, man. So we're going to get Coach Hayes downloaded. We're going to implement him on this show, too, man. So you guys, look, everybody have a great weekend. Stay safe. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. So y'all know how we start every show, and y'all know how we end every show. It ain't no us. Come on, Ayo. We got you in here.
Boom.
Without you, baby. Ooh. And we out. We love you guys. Take care. Y'all already know what it is over here. Tell them what it is, Larry Frank, so we can get the hell on.
It's Utah, baby.
We out, y'all.
It's Utah, baby.
And we're going to leave y'all with a little something, man, because football season coming around. We know y'all itching, man. Check this out before y'all get out.
Go.